Hello, dear friends. After 2 painfully long weeks of break, One Piece has finally returned to the race with the scorching hot spoilers for Chapter 1172. The chapter is titled Dear Elbath. This week's cover is super cute. Mr. 2, Bon Kure, is happily dancing with a flock of swans. Oda, as always, skillfully reminds us of past characters through the covers, making many believe they'll soon reunite with the Straw Hat crew. This is a wrap-up chapter following the conclusion of the long flashback. Oda quickly updates the battlefield situation, the current locations of Luffy's crew, the Giant Tribe, and the Holy Knights. It's been a while since we've returned to the true climax of the Elbath arc after leaving God Valley and the royal family tragedy. Biggest surprise: while Loki is recounting the entire events of 14 years ago to the Hades pirates, at that very moment in the human world, Loki is completely exonerated. The one who comes forward to testify is Jirul, the Mountain Elder. Before heading down to the battlefield, the Elder revealed the entire truth about Loki's false accusation and Harold's tragic death back then. Jirul's testimony is extremely convincing because he was a direct witness at the castle. Within minutes, the truth is laid bare, clearing Loki of all wrongdoing. The prince is no longer labeled a patricide and is recognized by the entire tribe as the legitimate heir. Remaining silent for 14 years had caused Jirul to bottle up too much resentment, which now explodes into righteous fury. The world government that once plotted to kill Harold is now invading Elbath, turning his people into demons. Jirul can't take it anymore. He raises his sword high and declares he will confront the world government head-on. He rallies the entire tribe, either protect Elbath to their last breath or die. There is no room for surrender in the proud blood of the giants. With a powerful, resonant voice, Jirul rekindles their fighting spirit. From the elderly to the children, the entire tribe of Elbath takes up arms, ready to plunge into battle. Show them the true strength of the great warrior race. This is the Elbath Luffy has been waiting for, fiery, brave, and indomitable to the end. The tension is reaching its peak, guys. The Holy Knight side begins to move. In response to Jirul and the Giants' challenge, Gunko immediately orders Sommer and Killingham to prepare for battle. Gunko remains completely under control with no signs of change, while the other 2 knights become more alert and serious at receiving orders from the Supreme Being. Near the area where Gaban was stabbed and fell to the underworld, Nami's group is still tightly bound by Gunko's ice strings. Nami tries to rescue them, but gets entangled too. Currently, Nami, Robin, Jinbei, and Usopp are completely helpless, only able to wait for rescue. However, Jinbei has noticed something strange about Brook. It seems he has discovered an important clue. Brook doesn't appear in this chapter. It's unclear if he's still bound, escaped, or is using his soul form to observe Gunko. As long predicted, the past between Brook and Gunko is about to be revealed. Why does Gunko call Brook La? What horrifying secret is hidden in the true identity of the Soul King, Brook? Let's wait for more details together, guys. End of the chapter. After rocketing up to the human world at incredible speed, the Hades pirates encountered the demon-transformed giant group. They must be extremely cautious with their fellow giants, because according to Gaban, if trapped within the circle of demonized victims, they themselves will also turn into demons. The Doni Reversi mechanism is inspired by the game of Go, using numbers to surround, suppress, and turn enemies into allies. Understanding how this works will help the Hades pirates strategize effectively, avoiding losing more people at this crucial moment. Meanwhile, the demon-transformed giants are rapidly spreading to hunt for more victims. This group is missing Dory and Brogy, the 2 captains who were under Imu's direct orders to pursue Jirul. Without their main fighters, the demonized group is overwhelmingly stronger than normal giants. This is a chance for the Hades pirates to prove they live up to their title of the new generation's giant pirate crew. Final page. ZORO is hitching a ride on the Hades pirates' ship. Faced with the chaos of demon-transformed people everywhere in the human world, ZORO seems extremely excited and says, "Hey, I have a plan." Just hearing that gives me chills. Every time that green-haired midget comes up with a plan, you just know the sound of punches and sword slashes will fill the sky. What kind of insane plan is brewing with these guys? Spit it out, bro, I'm listening. There's a high chance ZORO is stimulated by Gaban's words and wants to test his conqueror's haki right away. Could his haki be strong enough to repel the dark energy surrounding the demon-transformed giants? Don't be surprised by Marimo's enthusiasm. The egghead fight, where Luffy dragged him into a pointless brawl, caused Zoro to miss his chance to fight the demon-transformed Five Elders. Now, hearing about anyone being demonized gets him hyped up. It's like stress relief after being sidelined in that last battle. The image of Zoro ready for battle is how Chapter 1172 ends. I'll upload a detailed analysis video when more specific information is available. Remember to turn on notifications so you don't miss it, guys. There's a new chapter next week, too. Absolutely awesome. That's it for this video, guys. Remember to like and subscribe to Captain Samsoy's channel to support me. Goodbye and see you next time. Bye-bye. Let's analyze deeper the dark curse Imu is suffering from his devil fruit. Every time a holy knight is defeated, Imu immediately suffers a terrible backlash, excruciating pain in his body, and even signs of further transformation. Something else grows. This isn't simple. It's one of the most frightening curses in the series. The most typical example is Sugar's Hobi Hobi no Mi. This fruit allows the user to touch opponents and turn them into toys, establishing an unbreakable eternal contract. Victims lose their all-power, are completely controlled, and everyone's memory of them is erased, as if they never existed. Only when Sugar is unconscious or dead does the contract dissolve. Its biggest weakness, Sugar is forever stuck in a child form, not maturing. But if a top tier like Prime Garp ate this fruit, he would lock in his peak strength without aging a day. Seemingly a weakness, this could actually be a massive advantage if known beforehand, turning the curse into ageless immortality at one's strongest state. Back to Imu, he is also using a similar contract mechanism to manipulate his subordinates. Currently 13 are bound, the knights plus some others like S activated when approached. And in Chapter 1171, when a knight is injured or killed, like Sabo's Haki, Imu suffers extremely severe damage. But is it just pain? I don't think so. This damage affects Imu's real body more deeply. Chapter 1138 has a prophecy about the second world. Those of the sunless era have sanctified themselves. This proves the 20 kingdoms of the Void Century were just normal people who allied to overthrow the ancient kingdom. Inkad's hypothesis also fits. After Sabo mentioned Imu's name, there was a real king named Nerona Imu. These two details confirm Imu is a human who ate a devil fruit, not a wandering soul possessing bodies at will. Jinbei once said in Elbath, all strange phenomena in the world originate from devil fruits. Purely destructive power, Garp's punches, Roger's sword, rocks, don't need a fruit. But to transform, control, or manipulate people requires a devil fruit. Imu is not possessing souls randomly. He only enters the 13 knights marked with a contract, 7 holy knights, sacred sea contract, and 5 elders, deep sea awakening contract, plus Gorose, the attendant transformed decades ago. Gunko inherited immortality and agelessness from 56 years ago, still maintaining a young girl's appearance, only her hair is shorter. Imu proclaims himself divine, inspired by Jesus and the 12 apostles, but ending up with 13 due to a betrayer. The apostles were trained directly, healing, exercising, becoming leaders of the faithful. Imu is the same, directly controlling the knights, turning them into the supreme leaders of the world government, the 5 elders, building a system of obedience from allied nations. Imu is the betrayer within the alliance of the 20 kings of the Void Century, when they planted their swords before the empty throne to declare there is no king of the world, only a ruling council. As per a previous hypothesis, Saint Ethan Baron V. Nujuro might be the ancient king of Wano. After he left, the Kozuki clan ascended. Knowing the future was dangerous, they created the mountain range surrounding it. Over 800 years, floods